The late Norman Rockwell captured sentimental times in American life and serious social issues too. His art appeared on the cover of the iconic The Saturday Evening Post for nearly 50 years. His original paintings today are worth tens of millions. Well, on display right now through February of next year at the New Britain Museum of American Art is some of his work. My guest is Lisa Hayes-Williams, curator and head of exhibitions. Lisa, so good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, when your committee, whomever decided, let's do something on Norman Rockwell, where do you start to curate and make this exhibit?
This exhibition is the result of a phenomenal and precious partnership that we have with the Norman Rockwell Museum. And this was actually curated by their chief curator and director, Stephanie Habush-Plunkett and Ron Schick. And this is an exhibition that we have wanted to bring to the New Britain Museum of American Art for some time now. We have a celebrated illustration collection at our museum that includes work by Norman Rockwell, but this is the first opportunity that we've had to stage a large solo exhibition devoted to his legacy.
All right, take me through it. And we're seeing some of the photos here. Are there originals on display?
Absolutely.
Wow.
So, yes, the exhibition includes over 160 objects and artworks, including his original paintings that are so celebrated and well known, as well as his process material, everything from thumbnail sketches to charcoal drawings, photographic studies, to the tear sheets or cover pages of the Saturday Evening Post where his art appeared.
We touched on it a little bit, but why is he so iconic in America?
He, I think, has really captured the American imagination. He said that he painted everyday moments that he observed and experienced that might go unnoticed by most people. And I think his images are imbued with so much humor and humanity, a sense of wonder, a sense of tolerance, that I think they've really contributed to our collective imagination and to the story of America and the American dream.
Tell me about something that we're going to see where we might be surprised in this exhibit.
Oh, I think visitors will be shocked to see how intensive his process was. He was a perfectionist, and he was a bit of a director. He was an absolute storyteller. So his work began with a conceit, with an idea of a story he wanted to capture through his artwork. He would make a tiny thumbnail sketch, and then he would begin to gather props, costumes, he would recruit models, he would scout locations, or he would create sets in his studio.
Wow.
He would take hundreds of photographic reference images, and from those he would work to create his final image. So this exhibition takes you through that very layered process.
All right, this is going to be here through February of next year, is that correct?
Through February 15th, yes.
All right, so you also have built events around this. Tell me about some of those that are still coming.
Yes, we're really excited to welcome visitors to our November 9th, Norman Rockwell Day. And this is an all-ages event that will include a Norman Rockwell-inspired scavenger hunt, root beer floats, there'll be exhibition tours.
Not more Americana than that.
Right?
Root beer floats.
Exactly, exactly. And then every weekend we have walk-in tours as well on offer. And I'll be giving a gallery talk, I think next Wednesday at 1.
All right, so much to learn. Thank you so much for being here and whetting our appetite for the Norman Rockwell exhibit.
We look forward to welcoming you too.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you so much.
You bet. And for more on the Norman Rockwell exhibit at the New Britain Museum of American Art, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app. Have you guys been to the Norman Rockwell Museum up in Stockbridge, Massachusetts?
I have not.
Do yourself a favor. That is, it just reopened maybe about a year ago or so. But walking into the sets, part of his house, how Lisa talked about the layering of what he did, that's all there. It's worth going up to that museum to see that.
You made me want a root beer float. That's
right?
That's a big headline for that too.
That's what he painted. He painted people getting engaged.
I
He painted
know.
proms, all that stuff.
And there's when you look at those, there's so many things to look at in
Yes.
each one of those pictures, so many details. It's very cool.
Yeah.
He was a genius.